I went for a run this morning and something happened. I tripped. Not a full not a full out crash, but one of those awkward off balance that could have gone really bad, really fast kind of stumbles. And for a split second, I thought I was going down. I looked around a little embarrassed, making sure that I was indeed alone. It's a good thing I get up early. There wasn't anybody there that I could see. Phew. But here's the weird part. Even after I caught myself, I felt like I was falling. You ever have that happen? Where physically you recover, but mentally, emotionally, you're still bracing for that impact? That moment right there, that's what this episode is all about. Because I don't think that only happens on a run. I think that's just life. I remember standing in front of a mirror not too long ago, and I wasn't looking at who I was. I was looking at every version of me that didn't follow through. The guy who started the weight loss journey and stopped. The guy who said he was going to build something but then played small. The guy who had big beliefs but inconsistent action. And here's the truth. I'm still 40 pounds overweight. My fast pace right now is slower than my slow pace at the same time last year. Let that sink in. But every external metric, I'm behind, but something inside of me shifted because this time I'm not stopping. Well, to be honest, I walked for 1 kilometer before I started running again. And all said, I did 6 kilometers, 3 kilometer before the trip, almost fell on my face, and then 1 kilometer walk, and then another 2K. See, most people think that progress is clean, upward line, but in reality, it looks more like that stumble I had. Messy, unpredictable, almost falling, but somewhat staying outright. And here's the twist. That stumble didn't mean I was failing. It meant I was still in motion. And that's when it hit me. What if the goal isn't to avoid the fall? Although kind of glad I didn't fall this morning. But what if the goal is to become the kind of person who doesn't stay down? Because every time I've fallen in life, it wasn't the fall that cost me. It was the pause after, the overthinking, the doubt that maybe this is just isn't for me story that I've been telling myself. That's what kills momentum, not the stumble. And right now, I'm building something, not just for me, a movement, the Iron Man mindset, not about racing, not about being elite. It's about becoming the person who shows up even when they feel they're behind, especially when they feel behind. Because I know I'm not the only one. There's someone listening to this right now. You've been trying to lose weight, start a business, get your life back on track, and maybe you've stumbled. Maybe more than once you've stumbled. Maybe even convinced yourself that this isn't my time. But what if you're in the middle of the stumble? What if you haven't fallen? You just haven't found your footing yet. And you're just in that messy middle. Because today, I literally almost hit the ground. And somehow I didn't. I stayed on my feet. Not perfect form, no dramatic save, just kept moving. And that's it. That's the lesson. Not some big complex strategy, just this. Keep moving forward. Even if it's slower than last year, even if it feels heavier than it should, even if it looks like you're behind, because forward is still forward. And one day you won't even realize it's happening, but your slow pace right now will become the warm up. And I've been here, I've done this. Your struggle will become your story, and your stumble will become the moment everything changed. So if you're in that place right now where it feels like you're about to fall, good. This means you're in it. This means you're trying. This means you're moving forward. And I'll leave you with this. The next time you stumble, don't ask, why does this keep happening to me? Maybe ask, how fast can I take the next step? Because it's that step. That's where the shift happens. I'm still running, still building, still 40 pounds to go, still not as fast as I used to be. But it doesn't matter because this time I didn't stop. And here's the one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. Step one, showing up. Step two, keep showing up. That's it. That's the Iron Man mindset. Let's go.